Good afternoon, students. Today we will start with our important unit, which is a Python. So in that, first point is a data handling 2, and in that today we will go see about chapter number 1, review the Python pandas. So review means whatever part we have learned in 11th class, we just need to revise it, and afterwards the real part of 12th class will be started. So first we will see in this introduction, then what is pandas, then pandas series, then mathematical operations on series, then vector operations, comparison operations on series, data frame, in data frame, creating data frame, printing and displaying data frame, data, accessing and slicing data frame. So that much part in today's video we will learn. So let us start. So this is our first unit, which is a review of Python pandas. So in that, data processing is an important part of analyzing the data and not always available in desired format. It means in case of any data processing, data is not formatted properly, or it is not arranged data in proper manner. So first thing we need to arrange it. So various processing techniques are required before analyzing the data, such as a cleaning, restructuring, or merging, etc. So in case of Python, there is a numpy, that means number Python, then scipy means science Python, Cython, and pandas are the tools available in Python which can be used for processing of the data. So let us start with pandas. So pandas is an open source Python library providing high performance data manipulation and analysis tool using its powerful data structures. So pandas provide rich set of functions to process various types of data. So when doing data analysis, it is important to make sure you are using a correct data types. Otherwise, you may get unexpected results or the errors. So let us see what are the data types in Python and pandas and numpy. So let us see object. Python str means string. In case of pandas d type, it is a object. Numpy type, it is a string or Unicode. In case of usage, it is used for a text. Then integer, int is there in Python. In pandas data type, it is a int 64, and in numpy there is a int 8, int 16. So like that, for float is given. Then bool means boolean. For boolean means which contains values true or false. Then there is a date time, then time delta, and categories. So most of the time using pandas default, integer 64 and float 64 data will be work. So next one is a pandas series. So let us start with what is a pandas series. So all of you know that, or we have created pandas series in 11th class also. So the series is a preliminary building blocks of pandas. The series is a one-dimensional labeled array capable of holding data of any type. The series data are mutable. Mutable means can be changed, but the size of series data is immutable. It can be seen as a data structure with two arrays, one functioning as an index and other one contains the actual data. It means a series is a single dimensional or one dimensional which contains homogeneous data. Then size is immutable, while value or data can be mutable. Mutable means we can change it. So let us take example, that is a num is given. Num is equal to 23, 54, 34, 44. So it is about a number data. Emp, which contains name and some integer values are there, or some float values are there. So we can call it as it is a heterogeneous data. Then marks, then num1, std, etc. So now see how to create a series practically. So all of you know, familiar with it. It is a import pandas as pd. So pd is a variable, pandas is a library. Import means now we want to import a pandas library in our program. So s is a variable which is used for a series. So how it is written, let us see. S is equal to pd dot series, which will create an empty series in your database, and when you are going to print as, it will display as a series d type float 64, and when you print type of series, it will display class pandas.core.series. So here s is a variable, series method shows an empty list, and type function shows the series data types. The next one, creating series using list. So in case of Python, we have seen how to create series and how to create list. So list is a collection of data in a single variable. So you can see import pandas as pd. In that, here one list is created for month. So months is equal to January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So it is written in a square bracket. So square bracket is a symbol for a list. So when you create series by using this list, it will return as a s is equal to pd dot series months. So now it will create a pandas series, and when you we are going to print it, it will print like that. You can see this. So you just write print in bracket s. It will display 0 1 2 3 0 January 1 February, means the index starts with always 0, and name starts with whatever data we have provided. By default index starts with 0, but when you provide index for your series, it will start from whatever value you have provided at a start one. So next one, accessing series index and values. So now you can see in the same diagram or the table that index means its position in a series, and value means actual value stored in this series. So you can write print s dot index. So it will print as a start with 0, stop is equal to 12, and step is equal to 1. And when you print s dot values, it will print January to December values. Then the next one, accessing rows using head and tail function. So the series dot head function in series by default shows you the top 5 rows of data in the series. That we have seen practically, means when you use a head or tail function with series, it will display first 5 element in case of head, and in case of tail, it will display last 5 units or the elements. So you can see s dot head. So it has displayed values from January to May, means there are 5 values, but the index from 0 to 4. But when you want to display only 3 rows, then you can write s dot head 3. It will display from January to March. Then suppose you want to print head value 1, then it will display only January. So same thing is for tail. When you write s dot tail, it will display last 5 elements from August to December, etc. Then the next point is creating series using 2 different lists. So now we are going to create series by using 2 strings. One is a month, which contains Jan, April, March, June, and the second one is the days 31, 30, 31, 30, means these are the number of days present in that specific month. So how to create it? S2 is equal to pd dot series. So first one, days comma index is equal to month. Days means which is a actual value, and the index we have provided now list, which is a month. Last time we don't have provided index. So when you are not providing index, it will get 0 to n minus 1 value. But here we have provided list as a month, so it will display as index as a January, April, March, June, and the values are 31, 30, 31, 30. So next one, declaring an index. So you can also declare index. Let us see pd dot series 456, 478, 467, 477, 405, and index are Amit, Sneha, Manya, Pari, Lavanya. So it will display as Amit and the marks of that specific students. So when you want to display only index, you can write m.index. It will provide index Amit to the Lavanya. Next one, indexing, slicing and accessing data from series. Indexing means how to index data. Slicing means how to cut or how to show data in your required manner. and accessing means fetching record which is present in series. So let us, you can see pd.series month. So it will print value January to June, but when you want to display a first index value, then you can write as square bracket 0, square bracket complete. 0 means it is a index, so it will display a first element. When you want to display third one, you just write as 2, it will display March. Like that you can display index required for your purpose. Now see how to slice it. So here we have written as in bracket colon 3, which display it means colon 3 means from start to the third number, means first 3 elements. So it has display 0 January, 1 April to March. Like that second one as 1 colon 3, so it has provided value 1 April to March. Like that when you print -2, it means it will take last 2 values. Next one, printing the value correspond to the label. So you can see in this you can display a value for a corresponding label also. Next one, printing the slice with the value of label index. So here M Manya colon Lavanya. So it means I want to display value from Manya to the Lavanya. So let us see output. So it has starts from Manya to the Lavanya. Next one, printing the data using Boolean indexing. Boolean means here you can provide a relational operators such as less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, etc. So here they have written M in bracket. M is greater than 360. So it has displayed Sneha of 478. Then the next one is Manya is there and Pari is there. Next one is initializing series from scalar. Scalar means constant value. So let us see direct example. You can see pd.series 7 comma index 0 1 2 3 4 means we have provided 7 as a value which is a constant value. So let us see how it will display. It will display as a 0 7 1 7 2 7 3 7 and 4 7 means here we have provided scalar value. Next one, pd.series 7 index range equal to 4 means range means we want to take 4 values. So it has displayed it. Next one, pd.series range 1 comma 10 comma 2. So it has displayed value from 0 1 2 3 4 and like that. Next one is mathematical operations on series. So these are the plus, minus, multiplication, division, etc. So let us see what are those values. So here we have written marks and names. So it will display addition of values such as a M1 at label is equal to value plus 5. It means we want to add value by 5. So 456 plus 5 it becomes 461. Then 478 plus 5 it becomes 483. Like that. Next one is the vector operations. So series support element wise vector operations. For example, when a number is added to a series, the number adds with each element of series. So let us see series val plus 5 means it will add 5 value with each and every element. So it will display 0 6 1 7. So these are the index 0 1 2 up to the 4 and the values are displaying adding 5 plus 5 value. So 1 plus 5 6, 2 plus 5 7, like that. So like that you can use multiple operator also. So it will display 1 into 2 2 4 6 8 10. Next one is to one more example. So here let us concentrate properly. Series val double multiply by 3. It means now we want to a square value. It means now we are going to square it or the cube it. So see 1's cube is a 1, 2's cube it is a 8, 3's cube it is a 27, like that. So 3 indicate a cube and double indicate, it means 3 indicate same value will be multiplied 3 times. Next one, comparison operations on series. So here also you can use comparison operators such as see s is less than 9.0. So now compare, when you use comparison it will give value in two form. It may be true or false, or it may be yes or no. So more specific words are true or false. So let us see, Amit has value 9.5 which is a greater than 9.0, sorry, less than 9.0, so it will shows false. And for those who have a less than 9 value, the values are true. Next one is to same example is there. So when you write s is less than equal to 9.0, again it will shows a different result. Then when you write s is not equal to 9, it will display one more result for the given condition. Then the next one, table, country, population, birth rate, update date. uh, so here column and data types are there. So now let us see how to create it. So creating data frame. So all of you know about data frame. It is a two-dimensional structure which size is mutable and value is also mutable. Let us see. The most common way to create data frame is by using dictionary for equal length list as shown below. Further, all the spreadsheets and text files are read as a data frame. Therefore, it is an important data structure of pandas. So let us see how some parts. So pandas.data frame. So we can write pd.data frame. Pd is a variable of panda. And what are the values? It contains data, index, columns, d type and copy. And while in case of series it was only data, index, d type and copy, here column has added in a data frame. So let us see how to create data frame. So first see how to create empty data frame. So import pandas as pd, df is equal to pd.data frame. So here we don't have provided data or the index for a given data frame, that's why it will shows empty value. So import pandas, df is equal to pandas.data frame. So when you create a list, then you can display the actual value. So let us see month, January, February up to the December, days 31 to 31. And when you create data frame using this list, let us see how to create it. So you can see d is equal to curly bracket. So curly bracket means it is a dictionary. So in dictionary we are using list. So single quote month, single quote complete month means we are providing month as a column name, and next months are the value for a month column. Then day, for day column we are providing values for days which are we have created before as a month list and the days list. So when you create this, it will create dictionary using two list, and when you print it, it will display like that. So print d month and the days. Okay, next one, it is explained what is a d. So d is a dictionary with names, days and month as a keys means column. So next one, printing and displaying data frame data. So when you print df, it will display as a index and value and the means column. So last time it was index plus one column, now index plus two columns are there. So next one, tuple. So it is a one more type how to create it. So d tuples is equal to list zip month comma days, and d tuple is displayed. So let us see how it will display. It will display with the same manner, 0 to 11, January to December, and 31 to 31. Next one, creating data frame from a scratch means from a starting. So you can write pd, import pandas as pd. So df is equal to pd.data frame, df month is equal to month. So month is already created list, and when you write print df month, it will display only values for a month. So it is a very simple topic which is a revision of 11th class. So next one, add the second column to the empty data frame. So you can add or you can create new column and add the value. So firstly we have created a month column. Now we are written df day is equal to days. So df is a column, and in that values are for a day's value it has provided. Next one, creating data frame using dictionary. So p data means dictionary we have created, and when you add it is in our data frame, so it can look like df is equal to pd dot data frame. So here we have provided p data columns etc. So it will display in a table format. Then the next one, accessing and slicing data frame. So same from like series, we are write code for accessing and displaying values regarding to our values also. So here you can see df dot head. So we have seen s dot head. S was a series. So here when you write df dot head, it will display first 5 element. When you write df dot head 3, it will display first 3 element. When you write df dot head 1, it will display 1 element. Like that, same thing is for tail also. Tail means which will display last element, last 5 element, but you provide parameter for head tail, it will display that much values for your data frame. Next one, selecting data frame columns. So you can select like that df country, which will select the column from a specified data frame, and a specific column only shown by using this option. So next one, next point is to same thing. Now they are providing slicing by using the LOC method. So let us see how it will return. So it will return df dot ILOC in square bracket colon comma 0 comma 1. So it has displayed values like country, population, and the index starts with 0 to 5. Next one, df dot ILOC colon comma 0 colon 3, which will displays value country, population, birth rate, etc. And next one is a label based or index based indexing using LOC method. So LOC, it is a label based index and get rows with a particular label from the index. ILOC, it is a position based index and get row at a particular position of the index. So like that, when you display integer based data, it will display as a country, population, birth rate, update. Label index data, it will display only labels. See, in case of index, now it will show the country as a label and population, birth rate, and update rate. So df.loc 0 colon 3 means we want to display value from 0 to 3. It will display the 4 values like that. So next point is to adding an index to existing data frame. So suppose you have already created your data frame. Now you want to add index, then you can write df is equal to df dot set index and country. So we are providing country as a index for our data frame, and when you display it, it will display like country as a index, and the columns are population, birth rate, and update. Then selecting data frame rows. So here you can select df.loc India. So now we want a value for a India row only, so you can display it. Same thing you can do for Brazil, Pakistan, China, etc. And today's last point is to extracting specific row of pandas data frame. So suppose you want to display value for only India and Brazil, then you can write df.loc India comma Brazil. So it will shows value for India and Brazil. You can also provide value based on index. So it will be df.ILOC. I means integer location. So 0 to 3 means we want to display value from 0 position to the 3rd position. And next one, extracting specific row and specific column of pandas data frame. You can write like that df.loc India Brazil, population and update date. So you can take only those values. And the last one, using logical indexing using loc method. So here you can write df dot loc. Df birth rate is greater than 20, so it will shows values for that column which contains birth rate more than 20. And then one more method is there, that is the ix method. So ix method means it's seen before, so it will look like df dot ix 0 colon 3 comma 1 colon 3, or you can write as a df dot ix 0 colon 3 comma birth rate colon update date. So it will display value as a birth rate update in this on the basis of country China, India and United States. So for our syllabus we have that much part for today's video. You refer only Saraswati publication book because it is a properly provided values, and in 11th class also we have seen Saraswati books some data. So for today it is sufficient. For next lecture I will display or show you next points which are present with Saraswati publication book. Thank you.